This is the Wolfish channel where we're playing Pokemon Yellow. We've just gotten to Pewter City, caught all the Pokemon in the first two areas, but we didn't catch a Weedle. And we need to be doing some training so we can get a move that's going to actually be more than not very effective against the Rock Leader, or in regards to Pikachu, effective whatsoever with their attacks. So we're going to be looking for a Weedle and trying to train up our Mankey for it to learn Karate Chop or Low Kick. So we're going to have super effective damage on rock ground type Pokemon. Hopefully we find a Weedle pretty soon. All we've seen so far are Caterpie, as far as the bug in Viridian Forest are concerned. It's kind of useless that I'm training my Pikachu right now, in regards to taking on the gym. But he's got a good, it's got a good damage output. But what we should be doing is training Mankey and Nidoran male, because I'm not sure if he can in this game, but Nidoran male can learn Double Kick, which is fighting type, and that's super effective against rock types. So you get on Nidoran male or Mankey to be able to put up some significant damage output against the gym leader and his trainers in his gym. Doing significant damage output to my Pikachu. Thank goodness we hit. The hit landed. That's level 6. We're gonna have to. That was a level 8 Pidgey in the wild, which is way higher than what's allowed or available in Red and Blue. So the yellow version, the special Pikachu edition, does have different level restraints. Some are higher level than they are in. Some encounters are higher level than are in or are programmed into Red and Blue. And kind of a good thing, because you get more experience from higher level Pokemon. They're pretty stout, potent attacks coming from the higher level Pokemon. And I was not expecting, because I played Yellow the least out of Gen 1, I was not expecting such high levels in the wild encounters as I have in this game. This game has a couple of more tricks to it, like receiving the starters from certain trainers along the way. You can catch Mew through a glitch in this game. Yellow. I'm going to try to do that. It's going to be a level 7 on Nugget Bridge in Celadon, I want to say. Or is it Cerulean? I think it's Cerulean. Cerulean's a blue color, right? Misty's town after Nugget Bridge, and then you have to have an Abra with teleport. You keep pushing pause or the start button to bring up the menu while you head to encounter a trainer to the west of the Nugget Bridge, and it's supposed to let you teleport out of the fight after he recognizes or notices you and tries to challenge you. And then you go to the Pokemon Center in Cerulean, and there's a bit more to it, but doing that allows you to encounter the Mew, I believe, on Nugget Bridge, but I'm not certain. I did look up the glitch recently, but I did not get past the walkthrough in memory. Did not memorize the whole thing. Just remember you need a level, an Abra with teleport, and you encounter a level 7 Mew after doing what I just described. So then you gotta weaken it and not knock it out, even though it's level 7, and your Pokemon are going to be probably stronger than that when you get to Nugget Bridge. It's important to have about a level 7 that can damage it without knocking it out. The Mew, that is, so you can actually catch it. Well, we should be doing that in this playthrough. In case anyone's wondering how you catch a Mew, it was a big rumored thing with the SS Anne and all these other rumors on the playground about how to catch a Mew, and that it was possible, but didn't seem that many people or kids my age had it right, so I'm gonna finally disclose and show how that's done once we get to Nugget Bridge. Still hoping to find a Weedle. I'm not quite sure if Weedle is available in this game, but I'm quite sure it's available in Fire Red and Leaf Green, but it's a lower encounter rate than the other Pokemon in the forest. So it takes a bit of searching, and I figured if I have to train up for Brock, I might as well be looking for a Weedle. Where the encounters can allow a level 8 Pidgey to attack you at random, which is pretty good for leveling at higher level. Oh no, don't think we're gonna make it through. This Caterpie and my Pikachu being so weak. Switch out Pidgey. Sorry about that. Oh no. I'm gonna switch out. Hopefully Pikachu can take one hit and it doesn't sand attack me, or if it sand attacks, that I can follow up with a Thunder Shock. Nope, I lost Pikachu. That's a first. Trying to level up our Caterpie. Thank goodness Gust isn't flying type in this game, or it would have been super effective and knocked out my Mankey. $60 experience from one Pidgey. Excuse me. For something that can damage Brock. So we'll start off with Mankey. Confusion on Butterfree level 10 or 12. That'll do us justice. Even though Bug Flying is quad weak against Rock, it's the gym's Rock type Pokemon are, I'm pretty sure, too weak to learn Rock Throw. so I should be invincible if I use Butterfree. Butterfree cannot learn Fly. I'm not sure if I'll keep Butterfree in my party or not throughout the playthrough, because I don't need 2 flying types with shared weaknesses that can interrupt my progress. I'm dealing with Lieutenant Surge, stuff like that. Morali. We use electric and ice type Pokemon respectively. Both are good against flying types. I'm gonna say there's no Weedles available in this game. Or I figured I'd have encountered one by now. Alright, critical hit. Divided 2 ways, 30 experience for Caterpie. But is that enough to level it up? Should be. And then it will evolve. What? Caterpie is evolving. Anytime you're evolving a Pokemon that isn't through a stone, self-induced or player-induced methods, you can push B to cancel the evolution. Curious as to the stat changes that come with this evolution. His attack did go down 2 points. Or its attack did go down 2 points from the evolution. But if you don't evolve it at level 7, it doesn't learn Harden. Go back on that after you've done it in the older series or older generations. Heart Scales or Move Reminder. Changing moves, which they added quite a bit later. You can just access them without a heart scale, which is nice for competitive play. You don't have to go searching for love discs or anything for heart scales to get an old move, especially with HMs. You kind of want to have the best move set, and if you had to teach an HM to get through the game, might lose out on a pretty good move for your strategy. So a lot of the newer games got rid of HMs and or allowed you to remember moves you'd forgotten or useful, to salvage your Pokemon and then make it easier to do so if you taught it a different move to get through an area or to compete online or with friends. Or for a specific battle, like legendaries, you might swap out a move or two to be more effective against the target. They let you reset your moves basically for free. You just got to push the start menu and go to moves and remember moves instead of having to find heart scales, take them to the person who wants heart scales and can remind you of moves, and then spend that heart scale and have to search for more in order to get your Pokemon's moves back. So they've gotten a lot more user-friendly as the years go on. As to not waste the player's time after they did, pay for the game. Even the accuracy and power of moves was a hidden stat in these games. Whereas you can now, in the recent releases, you can see the accuracy of your move, the special attack or physical attack properties of that move, or if it's a status move. Tells you what type it is. I think it does that in this game still. It makes it so certain types are special attacks rather than physical attacks. Like fire attacks are typically special. So when you teach Alakazam Fire Punch, it makes use of his high special and does damage based on that special instead of the physical attack, despite it being a punch move. Which they had later agreed should be a physical attack and changed up the mechanics for the moves based on such properties. That's Viridian Forest for you. They kind of made it easier for you by doing that, because there's quite a few grass patches and trainer encounters in the forest. So they kind of made the encounter rate for the grass a little more rare to encounter Pokemon, since you'll be fighting. It's a long map, and you'll be fighting trainers along the way that are quite strong compared, since it's the beginning of the game. You might have just caught your Pokemon and didn't get the chance to train them up. So, it kind of went lax on the encounter rate in Viridian Forest. Alright, Nidoran leveled up. Learned Hornet. I don't believe it learns Double Kick in this game. Not that early. And the gym leaders got about level 12 to 14 Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a little wary to challenge the gym with no super effective attacks. And this would be the game that the first gym is the hardest, because you start with a Pikachu that can do no damage to any creature or monster Pokemon in the gym with its thunder attacks. You'd have to level it up and learn quick attack, and then it'd be not very effective damage is the best you can do. That makes it quite challenging to get past the first boss in this game. Sorry about that. Swapping Pikachu in for the Mankey to level up the Mankey, see if it can get low kick or whatever fighting attack it learns first. And plowing through the flying typing of Pidgey encounters and the defense with special attacks of the Metapod encounters. We did get sand attacks, so our accuracy has fallen, so it might take some doing to make a hit connect. That's 2 of them. That's one-shot knockout. See how Pikachu can get a little more content. That next turn. And then Horn Attack will probably do about a full amount of damage that Critical Tackle did. If not more. Speed dynamic of the battle make you so fast. Try our hand with the Mankey. See if it string shots and wastes a turn. Still in the clear with Mankey. Low kick, alright, that's what we're going for. Rock is also not very effective against fighting, though, like I said before, the Pokemon at this gym are too weak to learn rock throw, and bide is the specialty TM or technical machine that Brock gives you and uses. So as long as you can kill them within the 2 turns bide takes to use, then you're pretty much safe in that encounter. Stop right there, kid. You're still light years from facing Brock. I have a faint memory of them using a sandshrew in this gym for some reason. Yeah, diglet's also ground, so definitely check out. Diglet has poor defense. Should go down fairly easily. Rather, they should go down. I'm trying to use they, them pronouns on the Pokemon in this game because they have no gender. Sandshrew, yeah, there it is. Every fan that goes back and looks at this is like, that's not rock type. Why is it in the rock type? Should have probably used Leer because Sandshrew's defense is so high. Mankey have Leer because then I'll wheedle it down defensively with Leer and then swap in Metapod to finish the job. Lucky I can do one more Leer. It's 7 damage, so I'm risking it. The RNG, I bet maybe do 8 damage, but it didn't. Oh no, critical hit. Use a potion on Metapod if I have to. Yes, that's no good. Maybe 2 more attacks before it's knocked out. It's looking pretty grim. As long as it's not a critical, if it doesn't critical hit me, I should survive, and as long as I don't miss my tackle, I should knock it out. Alright, so everything that was in got 58 experience. Darn. Light years isn't time, it measures distance. Oh, it's just Brock and ground trainer over here. are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. Which the joke is, well, you wish my whole Pokemon get knocked out or nearly fainted again, so I have to come back here. Oh, Nurse Joy. How dare you? Let's see. Let's start with Mankey. I'm Brock, the Pewter Gym Leader. I believe in rock hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. You still want to challenge me? Fine then, show me your best. Oh wait, one of the rock types isn't ground type, and that's Aerodactyl. My previous video, where I was going over all the rock types in this first generation and how the majority of them are also ground type. And how it led people to think that electric didn't work on rock types. But in actuality, it's the second typing of ground that doesn't let electric hit Geodude, Onix, or Rhyhorn and everyone in their evolution chains. Send out my Pidgey to do Growl. For Sand Attack. I can't. Was that the case in these ones? Where you can't retreat? Wow, Bind used to be broken. But can I swap it out? Because Bind doesn't let you swap out Pokemon in later generations. At least you can swap it out. So you get Binded, you just swap out. Should work out. See how my Mankey is doing. Still needs a potion. Got a couple growls in there, so I really wish the sand attack hit. Because then these binds wouldn't be so terrifying. They're locking down my main Pokemon that I'm using. Let's follow that with this low kick. Let's bide again, so either I'm going to get knocked out or I'm going to knock it out in 2 turns. It's like it's a toss-up. Oh no. Sacrifice one of my Pokemon. Should be Mankey. Yes, Mankey. Oh, it didn't get to go faster than me. Alright, so didn't have to sacrifice anyone. Good thing I landed on that. Pikachu got some experience. I took you for granted. As proof of your victory, here's the Boulder Badge. It's an official Pokemon League badge. It's Bear's Pokemon become more powerful. The technique Flash can be used anytime. And you get some money. Wait, take this with you. Isaac received TM34. The TM contains a technique that can be taught to Pokemon. The TM is good only once, so when you use one to teach a new technique, pick the Pokemon carefully. TM34 contains Bide. Your Pokemon will absorb damage in battle, then pay it back double. there's somebody sitting right here, looking down. I think they're the ones that give you the pink shoes in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. I believe this last up ahead is going to be a Pidgey, 9 or 10. So I'm going to counter it with electricity. You looked at me, didn't you? Super effective. This is called those super duper effective attacks. As rare as they seem. Yes, it sounds so lame a kids would use it, but that's what I'm talking about. Very lame, but also kind of accurate. Thunder Wave. Simply because I can paralyze with Thunder Shock. You're mean. It's a bug catcher I'm about to face. It's a youngster. Yeah, I met you in Viridian Forest. One there and I'm doing twice as much damage as the initial attack. Quite effective. Somehow I've seen a Weedle, but couldn't catch one. Midran's poison type, so I'm not sure if it can get poison in the first generation. But they did make it so poison types can't get poisoned in the newer generations. They also made it so electric types couldn't get paralyzed either by electric moves or at all. I'm not quite sure. I think it changed. But paralysis also used to lower their speed so that they'd go last. And the only way to go before the other Pokemon is if it was paralyzed too and you had higher speed. But they changed that as well. Now paralysis only lowers your speed by a couple stages, if not just one. That's not gonna work. You beat me again. Hi, I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Talk about random. Oh, he's wearing shorts. Go figure. Swap in Mankey. Ouch. Level 9. More level and it evolves into Butterfree. Poison is strong or resistant to fighting attacks. Metapod. And then to Nidoran male, because I don't want to get poisoned. Jeez. Not right. Wrap again. So annoying. Well, it was bind before, I believe, and this was wrap. And then poison sting. Unless we get poison. But they do basically the same thing. They might have a difference in accuracy and power and/or power, but it does the same effect. You're better off just swapping out instead of letting them hit you 5 times. Swap until they don't do it, you know, in their attack to you. My goodness. Seemingly change the mechanics to that you can't switch out when they wrap you. Damage after the turns are taken. 16th of your health, I believe. Maybe an 8. One of the two. I think it's a 16th. Everyone gets some experience. I don't believe it. Boy, rap is intimidating. Rap and bind, I don't like it in this game. I don't remember people using that in their parties, but it would seem that all you'd have to do, especially if they swap out, is keep using that move over and over, and they'd get stuck running from rap, basically, because you can't move when they do it. It's really annoying. So we did sword stance, and rap. Pretty intimidating team. Onix with this screech makes for a good candidate for bind. Your trainer, let's fight. Fog isn't poison, they can't get poison, so I'm gonna swap out to Nidoran male. That he can't be poison. Poison sting that Weedle has. I'm not gonna trust it. I'm gonna experiment with. if it evolved from Weedle and wasn't caught as a Kakuna, can learn Poison Sting. And that the Kakunas that enemy trainers use evolve just harden. Because they were just placed in the party like a wild Kakuna or Metapod. Dynamic string shot. Oh, come on. Should use horn attack simply because of the accuracy. Tackle typically works. Because I was conserving. Or how my Metapod is otherwise. 50 or under, I think it'll level up. Still might. Waste an attack because that defense raising might still leave it with help after the attack. And we got a... Let's go learn Confusion. If I had a new Pokemon, I would have won. What? Metapod is evolving. Confusion. That should be good against Zubats and Geodudes in Malfoon. That look he gave me, it's so intriguing. Choose Mankey. Attack might be a little stronger than Tackle. I know its accuracy's better. Alright, Tail Whip. I'm a little nervous it could knock my Pidgey out in one attack with 12 HP since it was doing... Yeah, now I'm pretty sure it would. Pidgey would learn the attack, I'd use it. Oh, alright. Use it there. It's been 5 moves since it learned anything. Swap out because of my defense and because Nidoran's poison type, which is weak to psychic, so I'm gonna hit it with Confusion. And the attack missed. Depending on that, Confusion now has 100% accuracy. And it's quite move stats. Only about 55 special attack. Be nice. I was not expecting that to miss. We got Furo down here. Or not Furo, Spearow. Hey, you're not wearing shorts. Lost. How's my party doing? Good enough again. Takes a while to go to Pokemon centers in this one. You can fight my new Pokemon. Bug is good against or resistant to fighting, as well as fighting is resistant to bug. I don't have any flying attacks, so I'm going to resort to Nidoran Male and use Horn attack. Because I don't have to deal with guard or its defense. Its stats being pretty high. Special attack. Done like dinner. I still say that to this day. It's gonna be a Jigglypuff. Eek, did you touch me? Jigglypuff becomes Fairy normal type, so Fairy is good against fighting. And to get around its defenses after it's become normal Fairy type, you have to use Poison or Steel type attacks. Sing again. Got pretty high special defense. That's it? Find yourself a Jigglypuff. Peck is flying type. You know, its power is like 35 in the newer games, so it seems a little bit better in these games. Especially when you're dealing with no flying gust attack. Gust attack isn't flying. It's that stab damage with the normal flying type of Pokemon that I have for it, being Pidgey. Stab damage is singing type. Attack bonus, where your Pokemon's type matches the type of the attack or move, and it does 1.5 times the damage because it shares the type with its move. half damage, and it was nearly full health. It being the Pikachu. Don't believe this is a trainer. Ooh, I better take a rest. That tunnel from Cerulean takes a lot out of you. Check the Pokedex for entries about Jigglypuff. See where I can find them. Also, it's not in the area. They changed it in this game. You can find sandshrew here. Ouch, I tripped over a rocky Pokemon, Geodude. Hope to see you again. Team Rocket attacks Cerulean citizens. Team Rocket is always in the news. This guy sells the magicarp. Hello there. Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a swell magicarp for just 500 money. What do you say? That does it for this episode. On the next episode, we're going to be looking for a sandshrew and traveling through Mount Moon to get to Cerulean. Thanks for stopping by the Wolfish channel. We hope to see you again, and as always, have a good one. Toodles.